Let's get a general consensus on this, right? How many people think this is a happy piece? No. No, right? Yeah. How many people think it's sad? 如果用中文的话，可以用一个什么样的一个方法来形容这首曲子？哀伤，哀伤。People say that it's blue. Yeah, it's blue, and it's definitely a sad piece. But I think is contemplative. You guys know this word? Contemplative. It's contemplative. Come on, help me out. Contemplate 是一个沉思的，对。I think he's thinking about things and. Okay, now I'm just taking a wild guess here on what. I don't know, has Schubert called you lately and like told you what he was trying to say? We don't really talk anymore. Really? Oh, what happened? You know how it goes, you move away. Yeah. Alright, but by what I'm guessing, house music, right? And house music came from a form of music called disco. Everybody knows disco. Right? And before disco, there was funk, and before funk, there was other things like bebop and jazz. So it actually has its deepest roots in Black American music, which then, as it progressed more and more, it became something, jazz music at first was for people to work to, and then it was for people to dance to, and then it became something for people to listen to, but then it got to become something for people to dance to again. So it's a form of dance music that grew out of the disco thing. So we say 它是一种比较黑的音乐。Okay, 不过比较黑的意思不是说是它是黑暗的，就是说它是来自于就是美国比较是黑人文化这个部分。对，那and for this music, why do they call it soul? And it also has this soul has its roots in blues. Right? And blues, if you're trying to understand blues, if you really have to understand blues, just think about when you are really, really blue and you want to sing the blues, right? And for Black Americans, in the 19th century, 18th century, the 19th century, life was very, very tough for them. And then so, they had this way of using music to express their sadness, but they're not really going to go, oh, I'm so sad, So they make something that's really upbeat, but at the same time, it's got something in it which is not totally happy. It's not happy, So that, I think, this halfway place between happy with a little bit of the knowledge of the sad, but hopeful in the sense that things might get better, but also knowing that life kind of just keeps going on. I think that is a definition of soul, right? Just 灵魂. And I think to me, that's really what kind of soulful house is. It's not totally happy, although when you're dancing to it, you might feel totally happy. And the reason you feel happy is because it resonates with you. 它会造成一种共鸣, right? And to me, I love this kind of music because to me, it's growing up in New York, I listen to a lot of R&B, a lot of soul, a lot of jazz, and so it has the roots in that. And I love dance music, right? And not all dance music is like they're really like like no, and so I love to play this type of music. Let me tell you guys about the best place to listen to soulful house, right? It's a club that doesn't exist anymore. But for a long time in New York, it was my favorite club. It's my favorite club in all the world. It's called the Shelter. Shelter 就是一个像庇护所shelter. Yeah. And the Shelter is a club that opens its doors on Saturday night at 1 a.m. and closes its doors on Sunday night at 9 p.m. Okay, so it's what's called an after-hours club. It's the place you go to after all your other twans. And when you go there, they don't serve alcohol. 不卖酒. Right? So because they don't serve alcohol, in New York, if you have a club your club has to, and your club sells alcohol, you have to close the club at 4 a.m. That's the way the law is, right? But they don't have to, so they can keep going. They sell juice and water. And because of that, there's no lecture classroom, so I can't just like bust out Schubert like, you know, Lawrence here. But maybe I can do something. Okay, let's try something different. I'm gonna try improvisation. 我们就即兴来玩一个音乐。那我们这样子好不好？这样 How do I make sure 这大家是知道是即兴的？我们随便来，好，随便跟我讲1到10，任何一个数字。3、6、9、对，一个3，我刚才有听到5、6 ，3、6，这边来，3、6、7。3、6、7、8、2，3、6、7、8、2 ，OK。3、6、7、8、2，然后我现在这样子。如果我们说这个是1，这个是2，这个是3 ，OK， 有3、1、2、3、4、5、6、1、2、3、4、5、6、7、3、6、7、8、2，对，3、6、7、8，然后。我是好难哦。我可以用这5个音来做一首曲子。All right, I'm gonna try to improv on this, but in the style of Schubert, as an answer to Mr. Schubert and to Dr. Lawrence. He's the blues. All right, here's the Sean's blues.